Hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. We are focusing on an important topic for the AMC 8 examination, which is number theory. In this session, we will go through some smart approaches and useful methods to tackle previous year questions. So let's dive right in. Here comes the first question, which is from AMC 8 2022 problem 13. How many positive integers can fill the blank in the sentence below? So let's read the sentence. One positive integer is blank more than twice another, and the sum of the two numbers is 28. So that means we need to consider one positive integer. Then we need to consider another positive integer because it says another, which is more than twice the second one. So let's first take one positive integer and name it with some variable. Let's say x. And let's take another positive integer and let's name it with the variable y. Now, the blank which is given to us in the question, let's just consider this blank with some another variable and let's call it t. Okay. Now let's read the sentence again, which says one positive integer, that means x, is t more than twice the another number, that is 2 times y. So let's just form the mathematical expression. So it means x is equals to 2 times y plus this positive integer which we need to find, that is t. Okay, and we need to find this. They have given us some and other information, and that says the sum of the two numbers is 28. So that means the sum of these two numbers is 28. So we get the mathematical expression as x plus y equal 28. Now, why don't we just use the first expression and substitute in the second, right? That means we can use this value of x and put it here in the second expression. All right, so let's see what do we get. So therefore, we get 2y plus t plus y equal 28. So what is this? It is t equal 28 negative 3 times y. Am I right? Yes. Now, here comes the question. You need to think about those y's which will make this t a positive integer, because the question says how many positive integers. So don't forget this word positive. It's very important. Okay. Now, you might say that we can think about those numbers. Let's say y is 1. If y is 1, we get 28 negative 3, and that is how much? That gives you 25. So 25 is a positive number, and that's fine. If I take y equal 2, I will get 28 negative 6, and that will be what? 22, which is again a positive number, right? Likewise, you can take the values of y as 1, 2, 3, 4 and keep checking it, right? You can keep checking like that, but it will consume a lot of time and we need a trick to solve it quickly, right? So the trick is, let's just see the trick. Now you have to think about that multiple of 3, right? Which is closest to 28. Now, can you think of that? 3 times what gives you closest to 28? Exactly, that is 27. That means 3 times 9 gives you 27. And this 27 is closest to 28. And also, did you notice 28 negative 27 is positive 1, which is what we need. We need positive integers, right? So that means 9 numbers are possible, 9 integers are possible, which is going to give you this expression always true, right? So that means when you put y equal 1, 2 up till 9, that will give you the positive integer, right? So we just thought of the closest multiple of 3, and that was 27. And how do we get 27? It's 3 times 9. So that means there are 9 integers possible, right? So that means which option is correct? Obviously, without any doubt, we know option D is right. Yippee! So our answer is correct. Let's move to the second question. The question is from AMC 8, 2019, problem 17. The question is, what is the value of the product? And there is a big product given to us. How are you going to solve this? Can we see any technique hidden in it? Or can we use any particular law of the numbers? Because obviously we are doing number theory questions. Anything which clicks to your mind. All right, now let's just see. There is a pattern. Can you observe that? We see 1, then there is 2 here and 3 here. Then do you see 2 is here, again 3 is here, and then 4. So there is a series, right? Now just see what I'm going to do. I am Did you notice what I'm doing? What did you see? I just changed the brackets from the second number and combined it with the third one. Did you know that which law I've used just now? Anyone? Exactly. That's called associative law. So what is associative law? So I have used associative law, which says that you can always change the parentheses and still get the same answer, isn't it? Let me just write the law for you. That is A times B times C gives you same answer as A times B times C, and this you can do for as many numbers you want, right? So let's just see that how we are going to solve this. Now, when I changed the brackets, I took the second number with this and so on. I kept changing the brackets or parentheses and I'm solving it. Now, can you see the moment I change the parentheses, what is happening within the bracket? Now we see that 2 is being cancelled, 3 is being cancelled, right? So we just get the product 1. That means I'm going to get half in the beginning and the first bracket will give me 1. Second bracket again, 4 gets cancelled, 3 gets cancelled, I get 1. And I'm going to get all the products 1. And in the last, I'll be left with 100 over 99. So that means our calculation is way more easier. So that is how much? It is half times 100 over 99. And if you do the small calculation, we get just 50 over 99. So obviously, we are very, very clear which option is correct. That is option B, isn't it? So did you notice that our answer is absolutely correct? And just in seconds, we can do it by remembering what? The associative law whenever it comes to multiplication. Always remember, multiplication gives you associative law when it comes to positive integers, right? So you can see all the numbers are positive here. All right, let's move to the next question. Question 3. Can you see? We have a pie chart and there are some percentages there in the diagram. Okay, so this question is from 2017, problem 2. And what the question says that there are 3 candidates and you can see the candidates here, 3 candidates, and they are there in a recent election for student president. Now, what the pie chart shows below, it shows that how many votes were distributed among the 3 candidates. Okay, Brenda received 36 votes. Okay, so they are talking about Brenda. And can you notice that if I talk about the percentage of votes Brenda received, so tell me the percentage of votes under Brenda, that's 30%. But in the question, we see that Brenda received 36 votes. That means in number, it's 36 votes, right? So we have the information both in percentage and number. Now, what are they asking for? They're asking us how many votes were cast altogether. So they want us to find the total votes. Now, how do we do that? we just use a simple formula where we convert the percentage to numbers, right? And from there we get the total votes very easily. Let's just see how. So, do you know the method how to convert from percentage to numbers? Just by using this formula, we get the answer for total votes, right? So, how do we convert from percentage to number? Let's see. So, it is the percentage, whatever percentage you have calculated, over 100 times the total votes will give you the answer for number of votes under Branda. So that is 36. This formula, once you solve, you are going to get the answer for total votes, right? So let's just do the mathematics and get our answer. So you will see that if you do some normal calculation and calculate the votes, you are going to get 36 times 10 over 3, which is nothing but 120, isn't it? So that means I got my total votes as 120, right? And we can easily see that is in one of the options, which is option E, right? So how did I calculate total votes? I just used the information from the question and from the graph, which were close enough and were related to Brenda. So we saw that the percentage and the number given to us, they are getting perfectly fit in the formula below. And from there, we got the total votes, right? So this way you can do other percentage questions as well. All right, so our answer is correct. You can see which is option E, that is 120. Let's move to the next question. Question 4, which is from 2011, problem 3. It says, extend the square pattern of 8 black and 17 white square tiles by attaching a border of black tiles around the square. What is the ratio of black tiles to white tiles in the extended pattern? So we need to just extend one more border of black tiles. Let's just do that. Okay, my tiles might not look exactly in the given diagram, but let's just assume that all of them are of equal size. Okay, so let's just take this way. These are black tiles, and similarly, so you got a rough idea how we have to take the tiles, right? And now you simply have to count the number of black tiles and white tiles. Okay, now, so the outer one is black tiles, then inside one is again white, this is black, and this is white. Okay. All right, so the simplest question is here. You just have to count the total black tiles, total white tiles, and see the ratio. So how many are black tiles and how many are white tiles? Can you tell me? Yes, the black ones are 32 and whites are 17. So yes, we got our ratio, that is 32 ratio 17. This is our answer. And very clearly we can see it is option D. Let's just check our answer. Absolutely right. Option D is correct. All right. So we are here with our last question for today, which is from 2009, problem 24. And the question is all about some calculations based on addition and subtraction, where they have used four letters A, B, C, D, and all of them are representing different digits. So don't forget, they are all different digits here. Okay. And they're asking you what is D representing, right? So which digit D is representing? Is it 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? So that is what we have to figure out. Let me redraw both of these calculations here on the bigger picture. So here we have. Now we need to think about what could be the values for A, B, C, and then figure out what would be D. All right. So let's just have a look at the calculation and think about what could be the values. Have a look at first these two columns. Okay. You can see it's BA and there also BA. Similarly, here also it's AC and here also it's AC. The only difference is addition and subtraction. Can you see that? All right, so let's just get back to our focus, this and this. Think about what can be added with two numbers and you're getting A again. That means definitely B should be 0, right? So we got our first digit and let's see if that fits in well. So I'm taking B as 0, and since B I've taken 0, so wherever B you see in the question, you put a 0. Can you see? So there are two B's, one here, one here. So I have put 0 over the respective places. Now let's just have a look at the calculation for the other column also, B and A, right? If B is 0 and we are subtracting A and we are getting A, that means first of all 0 is a small number, so that means we need to carry over 1. And the moment we carry over, it becomes 10. What is 10 minus something gives you that something as the same digit? Obviously, it should be 5, isn't it? Right? Because 10 minus 5 gives you 5. So let's just try. Okay. So we are taking A as 5. So wherever I can see A, I'm just placing a 5 over there. Can you see? Slowly, slowly, we're getting all our digits. Now, let's just have a look whether what we have taken is correct or not. So when I take 5 here, I can easily take a carryover and make it 10. So that means this will definitely become 4, right? Original number A is 5, but after cancellation, it should be 4. Okay, now what should I subtract from 4 so that I don't get anything? Can you see? There is no number next to A. That means we should have a 0 here, isn't it? So what should I subtract from 4 so that I get 0? Obviously the same number, right? So that means C should be definitely 4 so that I don't get any number here at the tens place. It has to be 0. Okay. You can see that. So far, what all I have calculated, I got B as 0. I got A as 5. I just now calculated C as 4. So let me place C as 4. Right? Now let's just do some calculation on this side, the left side. So 0 plus 5 is 5, and what is 5 plus 4? That's 9. And isn't it this the number we need to calculate? Yes, so that means we got our answer D, which is 9. So can you tell me that which option is correct? Obviously, option E. So can you see how simple our calculation was? So option E is correct. That is 9, right? So this was all for today's class. And again, I would remind you that be sure to save the dates for our upcoming lessons. If there's anything you would like to ask about the past exam papers, feel free to leave your questions in the comments below. And as always, we have got something for you, that is today's worksheet and detailed class notes available in our WhatsApp community. I hope you remember that. Join us by scanning the QR code here on the screen or using the link in the description. Thanks for watching. Keep sharpening your skills, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.